Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of the We Promise It Gets Better podcast. As you can see, we have a bit of a different scenery. We are in my room today, and we've got a special guest who's come to join us again, Jake. Jake, would you like to comment on this? Okay.
I was actually about to eat it.
Okay, so for our icebreaker question today, we have, what book are you currently reading and what is it about? Katie, would you like to go first?
I feel like you should go first. I actually need to think about this.
Okay, my book is actually, it's right on the floor.
Do you want me to get it for you?
Yes, I just don't want to move because Jake is on me. I am currently reading King of Scars by Lee Bardugo. It's so good. I mean, I'm not very far in, but so basically it's building off of Shadow and Bone and then Six of Crows. It's about the king who was basically possessed by an evil darkness dragon, but then the guy who possessed him died, so technically it should have gone away, but it didn't. So now he's trying to figure out how to rule his country and bring it back after the Civil War, but also basically fight the fact that he's possessed. It sounds really dark, but I promise you it's really funny. It's really good. I would recommend it. But if you have read it, tell me what you think, but don't leave any spoilers because I haven't watched the show yet, and I also haven't finished the book. Okay, Katie, what about you?
I am currently reading Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. It's a nonfiction book, and it's I think like the caption underneath is like the story of success, but it's people who stood out. So like not necessarily like did something that stood out, but maybe they were like yes, they did stand out, but they also it talks about one of the places in Pennsylvania that people weren't only dying of like old age and not any kind of medical conditions, and so people are just like trying to figure it out, like what was going on. Yeah. Or like the guy who invented Facebook. It's pretty cool. I would recommend it. I've read it before. We're having a bit of a dog crisis right now.
My dog is also here. And she kept stepping on my book.
Oakley, your name is Jake. Your name is Jake. Your name is Oakley. Come here. Oh yeah, come on.
You can't really see her, but this is my dog.
Hop on, woman. Hop on. Both of them looking at me like that.
We just married them, and they're a little excited.
Frisky.
A little frisky.
Hi guys. Oh.
Okay, guys, come on. Gripping me. Yeah, she has web.
Jake is trying to. Whoa, you're Come on, Oakley. She's like, I don't want to. He's gonna try and lick me again.
Oakley, I'm sorry, but there's no room for you here.
Here, hop on.
You can come up. Come up here.
Yeah,
okay,
good job.
Here we go. We've got all the dogs and all of the people.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, your butt's wet. Have you been sitting outside, Oakley?
How do I sniff? How does it smell?
We can cut this.
I think she likes me.
I think so. She really likes you, actually.
That's a win.
Okay, sit. I'm gonna lay down. Come sit with me.
I have not met someone's dog who didn't like me. Everyone's cats hate me, but I've not met someone's dog who doesn't like me.
Okay, anyways, where were you?
I think I finished. I'm reading Outliers. It's really good.
I'm glad.
Okay.
So today we're gonna be going through some Reddit posts on, what is it, the weirdest stories people have from Christmas.
Yes.
So let's see what we can find. Katie, what have you got for us? And we haven't looked at these. These are blind reactions.
We're blind reacting. Okay. Can I read this one? Do you think I can read that one?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So this is someone said, I caught my mom making out with my boyfriend.
Merry Christmas to you. You are no longer paired. Imagine.
That would be the worst Christmas of my life.
I agree.
That's
like, not only is your boyfriend cheating on you, but he's cheating on you
with your mom. So just think about the ethical boundaries that crosses for your boyfriend to kiss someone else, and think about the ethical boundaries that it crosses for your mom to kiss someone. Like, and then think about this. This is exactly what I envisioned happening in Gilmore Girls. that is the kind of relationship Rory has with her mom that I could see.
Yeah, especially because her mom was so young. Like, there's only a 16-year age gap. Like, that's not that much when you think about it.
That's not enough.
Yeah.
That's definitely not enough.
Like, they could date the same guy. They could. But, like, what? Because we all know how Lorelai felt about Dean. Okay, here's this one. I haven't read it fully through, so I don't know if it's actually that interesting, but it says, our apartment building's fire alarm went off when I was taking a bath. I didn't think anything of it because it went off a lot and nothing happened. But this time, a few minutes later, my mom and sister were banging on the door and yelling, it's real, we gotta get out, hurry. I was jumping up and down to put my jeans on wet. I got my slippers on too. We ran outside and I fell down because there was snow on the ground. Apparently some old dude fell asleep with a cigarette and his mattress was smoldering.
I thought she was gonna say she was jumping up and down and she slipped in the bathroom, because I could totally see that happening too. So on top of a fire, you've now also got to go to the hospital.
That's also crazy though. Like that's like my worst nightmare. It's like you're in the bath and all of a sudden the fire alarm goes off.
That is the worst. That is my worst. One of my worst fears.
Because it's like, what if you don't have a towel? What if you don't have do you just jump out naked and just hope that like you get burned alive before someone finds you? Like, I'm sure you would be more glad to be alive than naked, but still, like, you're in public, all your neighbors can see you. I
don't know if I read that one either. The one from Sad Dragon Fruit.
Yeah, no, we're not
gonna. We can skip that one. We can edit this out. My cockatiel. I don't know what that is.
That's a bird.
Okay. Who was 5+ years old and presumably male, laid an egg.
No, that's actually like the thing with having animals is like I had a cousin who had a bunny named Peter, but she was a girl.
I love that.
She was a boy at first. They just kept the name because they're like, what are we gonna change it to? Like, we've called her Peter her whole life. Like, we might as well keep it.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one. My brother smacked me upside the head with a sock. It had a rock in it. He said he had forgotten he put a rock in the sock. No, he did not. I am telling you right now, your brother did not forget. He hates you. Like, you don't do that and just forget. Like, that's... No, your brother doesn't like you. I'm sorry to break it to you, but he doesn't like you. Oh my goodness, that's just crazy. Like on Christmas too. Like, what makes him think, oh, I'm gonna pick up this really heavy so I can just whip it at my sibling? I can
totally see your brother doing it and be like, why are you mad? My grandpa got in his Santa suit, 50s version, complete with terrifying mask. He was going to crawl in the back bedroom window and surprise us. His dog attacked him and ripped the butt out of his suit.
That is something I feel like would only happen in a movie.
Yes.
Like, that is absolutely insane. And also, like, why? Like, I get it, the whole Santa, like, want to surprise them thing, but, like, why is your grandpa crawling through windows at night?
My grandpa used to play, like, a game called Yoo-Hoo where he'd hide in the closet and, like, you had to try and find him, and when you found him, you had to get back to the spare bedroom before he caught you. But I was the youngest cousin, so I always lost.
That's crazy.
So, but I feel like that's also really good training for life, especially as a woman.
Mm-hmm. You're sorry.
Crazy man in your shower, run
before
he catches you. Shout out, Grandpa.
Okay, so I found one. Okay, let's just find out. My grandmother used to have the extended family and close friends over for Christmas. The festivities started with the opening of the present ceremony. Everyone had their turn at the center of attention, and there were a lot of presents, so that part took something like 3 or 4 hours. After that, we feasted, but this time was different. My mom had one of those gas stoves with a glass door on the oven, and she went to the kitchen to look in at the turkey every hour or so. Sorry, half hour. Don't leave your turkey unattended for an hour. Then after 2 hours, she came back from the kitchen, puzzled over what was wrong with that turkey. The next time she went to the kitchen, we heard an explosion, followed by a loud whoop. We all crowded into the kitchen, and there she was, sitting on the floor with the oven door in her lap, eyebrows singed off, and the turkey on the floor between her and the stove. We had hot dogs with cranberry sauce and all the trimmings that Christmas. What happened? I don't know. It doesn't say. It just says that the turkey exploded and the oven door off. Oh my goodness.
So amazing.
Just like, first of all, what did you set your oven to that it's getting to a temperature that your turkey is exploding? Like, I just don't even know how that would happen. And also, your oven probably isn't made very well if it's falling off. just because of your turkey. Like that's crazy.
Okay. I have to share the story of my favorite Christmas tree ornament. My son is 5 years older than his sisters, and gave us a brown paper gingerbread man ornament he made in kindergarten. It had raisins glued in the shape of a face, with a picture of him sitting at a table in school on its body. 3 years later, at Christmas time, I noticed all the raisins were gone. They were there when I hung it up that season, so I asked, "What happened to the raisins on the gingerbread
Oh no,
bread
I'm
man's face?"
scared.
My 3-year-old daughter replied, "I didn't eat them." It's hanging on her tree right now, 30 years later. I still smile every time I look at it. I love that. She didn't ask. She didn't ask, "Did you eat them?" Like, what happened to the raisins? I didn't eat them.
That's crazy, and also imagine how gross that would be.
That's such a 3-year-old kid thing to do.
Yes.
Like, why ask for a snack when you can eat some raisins
I
off of a gingerbread
can't
man?
even think about doing that. That's just like so horrendous to me. Ooh, here's a fun one. Okay. We were decorating the tree and my mom hung up an ornament we didn't recognize. She wasn't really paying attention as we were all drinking hot cocoa, reminiscing, etc. We finished decorating and stepped back to enjoy our gorgeous tree and realized that she had hung a dead rat on the tree by its frozen solid tail. Moral of the story: check your ornaments stored in the garage. Laughing, screaming, chaos ensued. Good times.
No one expected it. That's so crazy.
I'm also just like, dude, how do you not notice it's a dead rat?
That's amazing.
Genuinely. Okay, so we have been sitting here for many minutes in silence wondering what to say, as we only have one microphone and also we don't know what to say while we're looking for these. We didn't look for them beforehand because we wanted to give you real reactions. So we're just gonna talk about some of our Christmas traditions. So I'll start. One that I'll just touch on. I feel like I have so many. We have a very like specific layout for how we do Christmas, but there's a Mennonite tradition that we do called Come Up Stallum. So it's sort of these days in lieu of stockings, but back in the day that was just kind of how they did Christmas. So basically what they would do is they'd take, like, for however many children you have, you give them each a big bowl or a regular sized bowl, depends on what family you are. And it's filled with all sorts of like little things like candy, little like candies, little presents. Oranges was a really big thing to be gifted, especially because a lot of Mennonite families grew up poor. Um, and basically they're all put on like either the table or the couch, and they're all filled. And then they're covered with a blanket or a towel. So then the next morning, when all the kids come down, they'll all stand in front of their basket or their like bowl, and the parents will take it off and just kind of go through it all at once. In a kind of chaos. We have, as in like a Mennonite family, we have done it that way a couple years, and then we've also done it sometimes where that's just kind of like how we do our stockings. Sometimes we kind of do it both. This year we're gonna be doing that as like well as like we have our wrapped things, but they're gonna be in the bowl, I believe. All I was told was that we're putting our bowls out and not allowed to come up like downstairs until Christmas morning, which is fine. We'll probably just stay up really late. But yeah, that's a really fun one. Honestly, I think it's a really good way to do stockings because it can be really hard to fit stuff in stockings.
That's true.
Like they're such an odd shape, and then also it's just like it's fun. You kind of get to like do the grand reveal and the unveiling. So okay, we found one.
Christmas Eve, I was 5, and my mom's ex boyfriend was tossing me up and down in her bed. Something went awry as I was being tossed upwards. I don't think this was a deliberate or malicious move, and I ended up cracking my head on the radiator a few feet from the bed. I was rushed to the hospital where I received 7 stitches just behind my left ear. We then proceeded to go to church for mass, and I sat with a bandaged head, anticipating presents in the morning.
I mean, I guess it's worth it if you
Yeah. Okay. Christmas tradition. So we always go to my grandparents' house. We go on Christmas Eve. Down. Yeah. Oh, there's no more. I just X'd out and I find another thread. So we go to Christmas Eve service and we go to my grandparents after that. And have a nice. My grandpa always makes fish, which I like. But and then Christmas we always have a turkey, and we usually don't open our presents till Boxing Day, but just gonna be me opening presents because Sam's in Germany. Hashtag blessed to be an only child, living the dream. It's it's going to be different. I think we're starting some new Christmas traditions. So, yeah.
I don't have time to read the whole thing before, so we're just gonna try it and we'll cut it if it's bad. Okay. It wasn't funny at the time, but now it's hilarious and will forever be known as the Christmas surprise. So let me set the stage real quick. My family always goes to Christmas Eve Mass, then we come home and we exchange our Secret Santa gifts between siblings. It's a tradition at this point. There were a lot of us, my two sisters, my brother, my parents, my grandparents, and my sister's fiance. That's not a lot in my opinion, but I mean,
No,
I guess
that's
it
not.
depends. um, not to bully people with small families. Just I feel
Hey!
like that's sorry.
That's literally just me.
So anyway, sorry. There's like 30 people just on my mom's side gathering, so it's like people be like, "There's
Fair.
5 people. That's a lot." I'm like, "What are you talking
No,
about?"
I'm just joking with you.
No, for sure. Okay. So we were in multiple cars. Mass had ended, and I left with my oldest sister and her fiance to go back home. The others were several minutes behind us. Another important thing: we had 2 small dogs, a Chihuahua and a Chihuahua Terrier mix, that we put in small cages when we leave the house. So my sister, her fiance, and I get back home, and as soon as we walk in the door, we were just bombarded with the smell of diarrhea. It was so pungent that my eyes were watering. Definitely in my top 10 worst things I've ever smelled. I have no idea how long that diarrhea was just sitting there, but it was long enough that the entire house smelled like it. It felt like we were choking on it, and I could practically taste it. So my sister, fiance, and I are just yelling and freaking out about the smell. The house alarm is going off, and the dogs are barking to be let out of their cages like they always do.
So bad. Fire alarm goes off.
No, I think it was like the house security alarm. Like they were like so. If the fire alarm went off, I would be very
Carbon monoxide.
No, for sure. Okay. So I go over to their cages, and obviously the smell is getting so much worse the closer I get to the source. I let the Chihuahua Terrier mix out of his cage first, but he was completely clean. The Chihuahua, on the other hand, well, he didn't just poop on his cage. He had full-blown diarrhea explosion. His doggy bed was all soaked. It had leaked out onto the hardwood floors. It had exploded onto the walls. This small white Chihuahua had practically rolled in it. He's sopping wet and all his fur stained brown. So he's sitting there barking everywhere, wiggling like crazy, flinging it everywhere because he wants to be let out of his cage. And I'm just sitting there in my dress and heels, trying not to throw up and trying to figure out how I can let him out of the cage without letting him drag all of that all over the house.
Him out of the cage, girl. Don't let him out of the cage. I think I know where this is going.
My sister finally goes to the back door and starts yelling, potty, since that's our dog's cues to go outside. Luckily, this little poo mop went straight out the door, so he didn't drag crap all over the place. Okay.
You see, they
Oakley gets very jealous. She's like fighting for attention here. Okay.
Give your husband a kiss.
The cage, the floor, the wall were still a mess, but the cage. Oh, sorry. If you've ever seen the never mind. I'm gonna see. Except this wasn't a prank. It was actually all over the walls, and I'm the one who had to clean it up. I'm the one who loves animals so much that I want to work as a vet. So naturally, I get stuck with all the gross pet jobs as practice. Also because I'm the only one besides my mom who does. Ruthie, shut up. Anyways, the first thing I did was toss the entire dog bed. It was soaked.
Out in the garbage? The entire dog?
Yes. I also threw his food bowl and his water dish in an empty grocery bag to clean later because, of course, those were covered too. Then I had to use an entire paper towel roll to sop up the hardwood floor and the cage floor. Don't forget, I'm doing this with bare hands since I couldn't find any rubber gloves.
What?
I had to drag the entire cage away from the wall so I could get close enough to clean it, but in my haste to get everything cleaned, I forgot that it could spread under the cage. So, of course, I'm just spreading this even. Hello, everybody, and thank you so much for watching this episode. Unfortunately, as we were editing, we realized that when our microphones died, so did the last 5 minutes of our footage. So, unfortunately, this story will remain on a cliffhanger. But I hope you had a fantastic Christmas, and tune in next week for our hopefully fully functioning next episode.